Hello, hello.
This episode of Terra Nullius is sponsored by
Hello,
Caleb
hello.
M. Powell. This episode of Terra Nullius is sponsored by Caleb and Shadow Red.
Crap.
Technically, wouldn't it be sponsored by his patrons? That would be me. So
There you go.
I'm sponsoring this episode.
Well, as soon as it started, I didn't realize that the stream, I had the stream open on another window, and I didn't realize I had it had the sound on, and so Jordan said that thing, and then he said it again, and I was really confused. So anyway,
I'm
after that,
confused.
that's fair. After that interesting intro.
Interesting intro.
Okay.
Interesting.
Guys, this is the kind of night this is gonna be. This is gonna be an interesting night.
Happy New Year.
We're here with Terra Nullius Side Stories, episode 20 of Side Stories. We're doing a fun New Year's episode. It's probably going to be a little bit longer. We're just going to go until we want to be done.
Or until you can no longer put up with me.
Well, yeah.
So we'll
that
go
was
until
about-
Caleb wants to be
So in
done.
about 5
I was
minutes,
going to say, that was 30 minutes ago. Yeah, so we're gonna pick up with Adelene, Meira, and Akashi and find out what they are up to, because there's some important stuff happening, guys. There's some important stuff happening. Yeah. And just a quick note. Jordan, if you could refrain from making any sort of noises off, except, as little as possible, because your mic picks it up very, very much. So yeah, and mute yourself when you're not. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Oh, the clear audio waves. I love it. It's amazing. Okay, so we are here.
you're such an audio snob now.
It's literally my job, Alyssa. So.
I know. It's just funny.
And also, I gotta be honest, one of the main reasons that I've become more of a stickler of it is I've been editing Crow Inquisitors, and sometimes it is a absolute nightmare to edit it because there is so much background noise happening, and I just want my future self to not hate me, and so I just, yeah.
So you're saying you don't want me to sit here the entire time going...
Please no, Seth. Anyway, we're all a little loopy already, mainly Seth, and so we're here to play some Dungeons & Dragons and have a lot of fun doing it. As you can tell, Emily isn't here, and so that is why I know, sad phase. I was very sad. But there's some fun stuff happening with Adelene, Meira, and Akashi, and I didn't really know what was going to happen this episode, but I listened back to the recording of the last time we played these characters, and I had an amazing idea, and I'm really down with it. And guys, this is probably going to be the most significant side stories we've ever done.
Because we're all going to die.
Well, maybe. So when we last left our heroes, they had investigated the migration of undead. So, the undead apocalypse happened a while ago, and it's been taken care of more or less, except all the undead that were raised to life/undeath were still around, right? They didn't all immediately go back to being dead once the god of death was reunited, or was reinstated. And so someone decided, you know what? I'm going to take all these undead for myself. And that someone just happened to be Knock Knight, the Hollow Ravager, the seventh of the seven serpents, or the first, depending on who you're asking.
No one was asking.
Well, okay. So Adelene and Meira and Akashi headed out to find out where these undead were going, and they ended up going to Tepin's Tabaxi village. And yeah, it was this, abandoned village, picked clean. And there was this black stone monastery type thing, temple thing out on the outskirts of the town. And it had been taken over by some new proprietors. And instead of investigating the the ruins of this temple and fighting some undead and maybe getting some treasure like I had planned, they immediately went down a staircase that I don't know why I allowed to exist, because I didn't know it was beyond the staircase. And so I had to take a break and come up with something on the fly. And turns out you guys entered into some weird kind of like inner earth demi-plane thing, where you ended up in this ziggurat where the staircase literally just ended, and then it was just 5 feet down into this like massive ziggurat, like in this clearing, this jungle clearing. And you went down, and then you were met by a conquistador. And this conquistador was like talking to you, and it was kind of weird. You're like, I don't know what's going on here. But eventually, you guys figured out that this was Knock Knight, the Hollow Ravager, one of the Seven Serpents. And you had some interesting conversation with him. And basically, he was answering some of your questions. And then you got to a point where he was like, okay, listen. I'm getting to the point where I'm going to be starting to, if I'm going to answer your questions here, like, I'm going to have to kill you if I actually tell you the answer to these questions, because I can't have you knowing this information. And then you guys were like, bring it. And then he was like, okay. And he's basically like, okay, cool. Well, I'll ask a question to you, and you ask a question to me, and we'll both give each other the answers, and then we'll fight to the death, and whoever lives gets to keep their answer. And that's what happened. And he pointed a finger of death at Meira and would have killed her instantly if not for Adelene's well-timed counterspell. But yeah, you killed him, and you all suspect that he may actually be a lich and will come back to life. It has not been confirmed, but that's your suspicion, at least. And we're going to pick up right where we left off. You guys are still standing in this ziggurat, having killed Knock Knight.
Does he look like a snake?
So he looked like this. Boom.
Gross.
Super creepy, weird zombie snakes on his shoulders, like you
Does he have
do.
a son?
So wait, I just realized, how are we leveling up when we haven't long rested? Did we long rest?
Don't worry about it.
So wait, should I just take all my hit points? Like I just want to know, like, do I get my hit points?
Well, I think we did. I mean, given your characters, I think we had assumed a long rest of some sort anyway.
Okay.
I wasn't missing any.
I know, I wasn't either, so that's why I was...
Exactly. So I assumed that we did that.
I was missing some.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that much.
The only thing I was missing was a counterspell.
So mainly, I mean, side stories, we don't really pay attention to the leveling, except whenever we do a new session, it's just like, take another level, so I'm not worried about it.
Sure.
You get a level. You get a level. Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, did you guys just rest in the ziggurat thing then?
Sure.
Okay.
So how do you prevent a lynch from coming back?
A lich.
A lynch, whatever.
Lynch is a different word.
I know, okay.
Very different
hush.
thing. And usually you make it not come back with
wouldn't-
legislation.
It wouldn't be a session unless I mess up an English word.
Very
okay?
true. Very true. So a lich has...
You grab it.
Yeah, a lich has a phylactery. And a phylactery is basically an item that, it's like Voldemort, right? It's an item that has its like piece of its soul in it, or basically like allows him to just keep coming back. So his body will regenerate in a certain amount of days, where the phylactery is, and as long as the phylactery is not destroyed, he will keep coming back forever. But that, again, that's if this guy is a lich. It's not confirmed. That was your suspicion. He did say something about like, I will die 1,000 deaths before you can kill me, or something like that.
Yeah. Can I loot the body? Like, do an investigation check, see if I can find some
Nothing. Literally nothing. It's just
Literally
the
nothing.
clothes. Yeah.
He has bones. She could loot the bones.
Sure, you could take a
makes
dead
I mean,
guy's
I'm not a barbarian, okay?
No, she's a rogue fighter.
Exactly.
Yeah, so nothing on him really.
Okay. Well,
Does he have a son?
Why?
Better yet, does he have a moon?
Why? Is that you
I'm
just trying to make a joke, Jordan?
No, I'm just curious for.
You don't
why?
know.
Because you're wondering if he's gonna like come avenge his father.
Look, there's a song by Nazareth called "Hair of the Dog," and I just want to make.
Okay.
I'm just like I just want there to be a moment where I can add. Now you're messing with the son of a lich, as a Terra Nullius.
Oh, I get it.
There's a musical number. Now you're messing with the son of a lich.
Yeah. Nice. No, he doesn't
Alright.
have a son. Sorry.
Okay.
There'll be
So
other liches, hopefully.
So you rest here. You kind of regain your stuff. I mean, you do know that there's like undead upstairs. So I don't imagine if you were like just having been attacked by this thing, probably wouldn't immediately like go back up. But nothing, I mean, yeah, nothing happens inside here. Nothing terribly significant.
Let's go back up and face the undead.
Yeah.
Face undeath.
I
mean, what do we see around us? Is it
I
just
was going to
like
say,
forest?
I mean, you haven't really even looked around here yet. If you'd wanted to do that, that's an option
true.
too. The
fact that there's a world underneath the world is far more interesting to Adelene.
Yeah. So basically, as I described last time, it was basically it's like it's like an inner Earth situation. Imagine you're in a large cavern. The sky. There's not really a sky. It's this really weird kind of like it's obvious that you're inside a chamber, right? You're inside a cavern of some sort. But there's light everywhere. And the sky is really nondescript. Like there's not actually a blue sky above you. There's not a cavern ceiling above you. It's just kind of like a kind of pastel nothingness. Like the sides of the cavern wall just eventually kind of fade out into kind of, this kind of tan peach pastel nothingness above you. But yeah, there's jungle around you, right? You're inside of a jungle cavern, basically, and then you're on top of this ziggurat, obviously.
Okay, so what Adeline wants to do is she's going to look at how high does the ceiling look? Because they just we just came out of a staircase, yet there's like ceiling like above us?
So right above you, there is basically what amounts to a portal, like a squarish portal in this space above you, that you can clearly see the stairs continue back up. If you walk 5 feet in one direction and you look at it, there's obviously not stairs that go up into the sky, right? It's just this space that if you're standing right underneath it, you can see that there's stairs and you can climb back up.
But it does look like there's a sky up there, not a ceiling.
It's not a ceiling, but it's not a sky in the traditional sense. It's just this kind of weird pastel peach colored nothingness.
Oh, so it's actually light, though. It's not dark.
Yeah, but there's light everywhere. You have no idea where the light is actually coming from. It doesn't really seem to be coming from above you. There's some sort of global illumination happening, but there's no obvious light source.
Can we see much detail on the peachy ceiling?
It literally looks as if someone took like pastel paints and just painted the top of the ceiling. It's like someone, like, this entire place is a masterful painting and someone got really lazy with the sky and literally just went.
But it does look like rock.
No. It's like the rock suddenly gives way to just a pastel nothingness. Kind of blobby, wavy, kind of fuzzy nothingness.
So how high above us does it look?
I would say about 70 feet, probably.
Okay. Because that's
70 feet from where you are, though. So you're on the top of the ziggurat, right? So there's probably,
That's where I was kind of going with this. So Adeline's looking at this. She's gonna like just twist her fingers around, conjure a firebolt, and just kind of chuck it at it to see if it's solid or if it just goes right through. Which is a cantrip, so.
Okay. Yeah, I think it does what you would expect a fireball to do to a pastel painting that you threw a fireball at, right? It immediately like burns up to a crisp, and but there's nothing else beyond it. It's just now you've burned away the canvas, but it's just charcoal now. And if you wait,
it's like you made a scar in the sky,
basically, and then you wait a minute, and then it heals itself, and it goes back to normal. I mean, yeah, he said this was like a weird demi-plane, right? Like,
and Adeline just whispers to herself, thinks to herself, "This is the second weirdest cavern I've been in."
Oh, right.
After the flash tunnels.
After the flash tunnels, yeah.
It kind of started kind of like thinking maybe that was like strange that this is only the second weirdest tunnel I've been in.
When I look around, are there any like inscriptions like on like the ziggurat or anything like that? Like any like drawings or like murals or anything?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Okay. 18.
So it's very faded, which is why you didn't notice it at first. But yeah, I mean, it seems like what a ruined ziggurat would look like, right? It's as if someone did paint this whole thing with various. It's mainly just paints that have since faded. Like there's not a whole lot of like actual murals, but every once in a while you'll see a particular like, you know, if you look closely on this map, you'll see, right, these like little square blocks. Imagine that on some of those, there's like little designs of like, you know, a dragon or, you know, various Mesoamerican style kind of like designs of various things, like the sun, someone sacrificing a heart to the sun, those sorts of things. But it's all very faded. All the paint has basically faded into time at this point. It's just like the kind of impressions left on the stone from the kind of like faded paint. Yeah, it looks like a ruined temple. Nothing stands out to you as like being particularly significant.
Okay.
But you do note that at the bottom here, there is this like
little archway.
Archway, yeah, and it's
yeah.
You know,
I was going to ask about that next.
Yeah, leading to the ziggurat. But it doesn't seem like it just seems like to lead up the stairs to the top here. Like, the only thing of actual significance on the ziggurat itself is maybe the top here where you guys are, right? It seems like maybe there was a crumbling structure that has since dilapidated, like the, you know, the crumbling stones you see around you are part of some sort of maybe dome that was here or otherwise kind of top structure. The floor seems insignificant though, for all intents and purposes.
So what do I see when I look at like the archway? Like, does it just continuously go out like more pastel, like another pastel painting, or does it go out into forest? Like, what does it look like through the arch?
Through the arch, right, there's like a small path that leads to nothing. It just kind of fades off into the jungle. And then if you go maybe like 100 feet past the arch, it's just the cavern wall, right? If I remember correctly, though, I believe Adelene cast like detect magic or something when you guys went down here, and she did note that there was abjuration magic on the ziggurat. And abjuration magic is
my specialty.
It is, yeah. If I remember, and maybe I'm getting this spell school wrong, but if I remember correctly, the School of Abjuration is like, I
don't remember either. I'm looking it up.
Emphasizes magic that blocks, banishes, or protects.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Right, so portals to planes of other planes of existence, wards, those sorts of things.
Which makes sense given, like we are in a different plane. Apparently.
Yeah. I mean, and obviously there's probably abjuration magic, kind of, or maybe conjuration magic around you in the sense that like the plane is kind of a conjured entity. But there is specifically abjuration magic on the ziggurat, which means there's a spell on it that is protecting something or warding something off or whatever, you know.
I wonder if it's a spell to ward off the undead that's upstairs.
Adeline could probably make an Arcana check if she wanted to take some time to study it.
Because that would make sense. Like if it was just protecting against undead, why do we be able to get through, but maybe not them?
I can make an Arcana check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
15.
So with a 15, you can tell it's definitely not what Alyssa suggested. It's not to keep undead out. It's keep undead in. Yeah, well,
I was kidding.
So it's, I mean, focusing in on one aspect of the abjuration, right? It's to at once protect something inside the ziggurat and to keep whatever is inside the ziggurat from getting out or awakening or something like that.
So something's in the ziggurat.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, it's probably the guy. It's probably to keep him out.
What guy?
Stupid Seth wants to start.
The guy that we killed.
Well, so it's on the ziggurat itself. He was standing on top of the ziggurat. It's like it's very obviously something inside the ziggurat is being
down underneath
it. Yeah, like inside of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Dumb Seth wants to start blowing stuff up. Because that sounds funny.
So can I is there like an opening into the inside of the ziggurat that we can see?
No,
or...
and that's the weird thing about it is you've kind of walked around the whole thing at this point, and there's nothing at all. Like it's very obviously not. There's not even anything about any part of the structure that would indicate there once was a door or a window or anything. It seems very solidly.
It was
closed.
built on top of it then.
Probably.
Or magic exists, and this is easy stuff to do.
No, I know what this is. I think maybe.
Wait, what?
Is this she of the Jade Skirts temple? Like, is this where she's buried? Is this where her body is? Oh no! Oh no!
Guys, let's set her free.
Oh no!
So just keep in mind, the three of you don't really know anything about that.
Yeah,
I know, but I'm just like, oh no,
we know.
I'm not going to confirm or deny anything.
Which means it's the truth.
Oh no.
Turns out, if you break She of the Jade Skirt's ancient bones, she can't be resurrected. So we just win here.
Right. Well, it's like, well, what if we find her body and then we just destroy her body?
Find the body, double tap.
That might not be it, but that's just like, I don't know.
Makes a lot of sense. So I think what Adelene would say, not what Seth wants to say, is, how do I say this without sounding stupid? That's the tricky part.
Yeah.
How powerful is this magic that is on it?
Pretty powerful. I mean, your guess is, upper echelons of magic, right? So
better question. And what all did he tell us?
About what specifically?
I don't remember anything he said.
Okay, so basically, the question he asked you was, "What is the verdict?" Right? That was what he was curious about. And you guys gave him a pretty vague answer. About like, the verdict is a neutral party who has their own goals that tries to do things secretly in the world, and that's basically as far as you gave him. The question you asked him was something about like the undead. I don't remember the specific way you worded it, but basically he told you like, yeah, I'm calling the undead here. What would you do if you saw a bunch of orphans and you could be a father to them? Like, I'm taking in the undead as my orphan children to raise them up to make a legacy for myself, like for them to carry on after I'm gone. That was what he told you. He also mentioned, I will die 1,000 deaths before you can kill me, when you threatened him at one point. Other than that, I think he just kind of made cryptic comments about nothing.
Okay, because here's the thing. And this is me, like, being honest. Like,
real quick, the only other thing that I can remember that he said was that this place is a demi-plane where he can rest and rejuvenate himself.
Okay, well, here's the thing. And this is kind of maybe what Adelene is thinking through. That's all well and good, but that has nothing to do with what we're standing on, we feel.
Probably not, yeah. Nothing that he said has given you a clue as to what this might be.
Yeah. So I think Adelene might mention is like, well, whatever is in the ziggurat, it's not. How do you say this? Because okay, I'll say this. This is maybe a bit presumptuous, but I'll say this much: like, well, I don't know what that man was. Well, I'm not quite sure what that man was about, but he has nothing to do with this ziggurat. But whatever is in this ziggurat is far more formidable than him.
Yeah, well, whatever's in this ziggurat also wasn't part of our original mission, which is to figure out where these undead are going.
No, you are correct, and that's what I was going to say is that, well, he is pretty much saying like, look, this whatever's under here is scary, but it's not important right now. It's like, like let's go finish up with him essentially. I'm tired.
So you're just gonna ignore the ziggurat?
Yeah, so you're just saying like, hey, look, he's powerful. Whatever's under here is worse, so we need to keep this in mind. But let's go finish this guy off because he's apparently going to come back. But Adeline would kind of guess at this point, like he might be a lich. I mean, it seems pretty obvious.
It depends on what you guys know about. I mean, you're the verdict, so I guess you would assume you would have at least the basic D&D player's knowledge of liches, probably, right?
If anything, we know he's going to try and come back, and he's not going to stop.
The only thing that you know for sure is that he claimed, "I will die 1,000 deaths before you can kill me." So whether or not that was bravado or hubris, who knows?
Well, and here's what Adeline's thinking. Like, he says he's going to die 1,000 deaths before we can beat him. He also says this is where he can rejuvenate. So somewhere out there, he's still around. It's not up there. So let's go find him.
So, I mean, the thing is, like, you're looking at the whole demi-plane right now, right? Like, you can see to both sides of it. You see the entirety of it right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, as I said, like, there's basically 100 feet in any direction past the ziggurat, and then you get to a cavern wall that goes up to the ceiling where this weird pastel nothingness is. So, like, you've seen this is the entire thing. The only thing of real note is the ziggurat.
So can we, like, scour the area to see what we can find here?
Sure, yeah. You've only really looked at the ziggurat, so you could make another investigation check. Whoever has the highest, make it with advantage, because everybody's going to be looking, obviously.
I have a 2.
I have a 2. I have a 5. Jordan, please tell me you have higher than a 5 in investigation.
What's the stat?
Investigation.
Oh, no, I have a 2 in investigation.
Okay, so my 5 is the best we got.
Yeah, so Adeline with advantage, go ahead.
But say 5 is not bad.
17.
17.
So 17, and your intent is basically just to scour the area, find everything that's important. With a 17, I don't think you find anything else, right? I think it's like, it's a jungle. There aren't any animals in it. It's the most silent jungle that you've ever heard in your life. There's no insect noises. Other than that, you get to a cliff wall and then it goes off into nothingness. Like, it's very obvious that this demi-plane exists for one reason and one reason only, and it's to hold this ziggurat.
So here's what I think Meira is thinking right now. She's just like, okay, clearly something's going on here that we can't ignore, right? Like, we need to investigate this, but we don't have the ability right now to figure that out. Like, we don't have the resources. We need to maybe go back to Navarro, like get, is it what's his face with us? The cleric guy?
So we had a whole thing last time where we forgot that he existed, right? And did this whole thing, and then at the very end of the session realized that he was still with you guys, and so we just said he stayed outside in the village and was keeping watch. Right. Maybe he could come back and, like, look at it too. I don't know, but I feel like, I mean, honestly, Damien knows a lot of stuff. Like,
right. So maybe we should get Damien to come over and look at it, but maybe we should focus on the mission first, and then we can get him to come back later. You know what I mean? Well, so the mission that you guys had really was to, like, find out what was up with the undead stuff and put a stop to it. Right. And, like, it sounds, if your suspicions are correct, the only real way to put a stop to it is going to be take out the lich. So it just really depends on, like, what you think, how you think you can go about doing that, or if it's even possible, or, you know, it just depends on your discretion at this point.
I have an idea of something we could do. So one thing, I think that getting him to help would be a good idea, but there's one thing in between us and him, and it's the zombies. And I think maybe Adeline gets the idea of, he was apparently the one controlling the zombies or the undead. What are they doing now? Are they still, like, doing something? Or are they essentially just kind of...
No clue. You haven't.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe we should go check on them.
Well, and that's, I guess, another thing. So we know how to kill a lich, but sorry, I keep.
Oh, you're good.
Right. But we don't know where his item is, and clearly it's not on him.
And also, technically, phylacteries can only be destroyed in particular ways. And so even if you find the phylactery, you have to figure out some way to actually destroy it. Just finding it is definitely going to help you keep him, like, you could literally just keep it with you, and every time he regenerates, just kill him again. Like, that's a way to put him down. But without knowing how to particularly destroy the phylactery, you're out of luck into actually taking him completely out of account.
I say we creep on the undead.
Yeah, I mean, you can go back up and creep on the
Yeah, I
undead
mean,
upstairs.
I say we go back, creep on the undead, and then get Damien back down here and see if he can help us figure out this stuff.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Because I think that we, all three of us, have exhausted our possible, like, abilities to try and solve this. So other than trying to blow it up, which I don't think that's a last ditch thing, you know.
I'm all for like burning down the forest and helping out that way, but I don't want to touch the ziggurat.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's go back up to the Death Shrine, shall we? So, you climb back up the stairs, and y'all are right here now.
Okay, perfect. See it? Oh, my food's here. I'll be right back. I can still talk, though.
Okay, you're good. Yeah, so, I mean, is the plan to be sneaky about this? Are you just trying to, like, find out what's happening with them? Or are you going to, like, barge in? And, I mean, what's the...
I'm wanting to be sneaky. My idea is to, like, just... my goal is essentially to sneak up on them, like see what they're doing. Like, are they acting like they were before? Are they acting like a little more mindless in the sense of they lost their like master? So are they still acting like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to see if the undead are still acting like they were.
It makes sense. Yeah, no, it's a good plan. So the thing is, I feel like Adelene probably shouldn't be part of the stealth mission. She should probably stay by the stairs here, because she's horrible at stealth.
I have a 0.
And have disadvantage because of your armor, I assume.
Yeah, we should definitely let the ageless invisible man.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, Meira is actually pretty good at stealth too, but honestly, Akashi by himself probably would be the best option because he's literally a ninja, so...
Yeah, he just walk around in the shadows.
Exactly, yeah.
Is it nighttime?
Well, we're in the dark.
Well, you're in a dark... there is no light in this temple, so it's literally just dark vision for you, right?
Random question.
Mm-hmm.
Is my audio quality any different right now?
It is just quiet. It sounds better, but it's quieter, much quieter.
How's that?
Sounds good?
Still a little quiet.
Yeah, it's a little... That sounds great, yeah.
But by the...
My mic is working again.
Yay! Oh, that makes my heart happy and my ears.
That makes my heart happy. Do you know how long this thing has not been working for me?
By the way, Caleb, am I coming out of both sides? Because for a while I was struggling with this being mono versus stereo.
It sounds perfect to me, yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Because
I mean, I downmix the OBS to mono anyway. I'm pretty sure Zoom does that too.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
No, it's not good.
I had that problem in OBS myself where I was like, oh, why is this only coming out of my left ear?
Yep, I always downmix that stuff to mono because I have nightmares about that too. Okay,
I have nightmares about velociraptors.
Akashi, let's do some sneaky sneaks, shall we?
Sneaky.
Now, do you have any like particular other stealth stuff besides just your normal like you have a good stealth skill?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you remember, Caleb?
What other secret like cool stuff you have?
At 6th level, you gain the ability to step from one shadow into another. When you're in dim light or darkness, as a bonus action, you can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you see that is also in dim light or darkness. So there's that, but there's also...
What is Cloak of Shadows?
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Whoa, when you're in an area of dim light or darkness, you can use your action to become invisible.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, you can literally just be invisible and walk around right now because there's no light at all. So,
what is that called?
Cloak of Shadows.
There it is.
Yeah.
Well, when you're in an area, yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I should be like literally invisible right now.
Yep. So, I mean, go ahead and take advantage on this stealth roll and make a stealth roll. This will be for like the whole thing, basically, right?
Okay. Boop.
Dang.
It actually wasn't that good.
We have not been rolling well tonight.
You've been rolling well for a standard D&D, like a first level. Well, you've been rolling very well for a first level D&D player character.
Yeah.
But you're level 15, so.
That's what I mean. Like, we've rolled actually, Alyssa's investigation is the best roll we've had tonight. I rolled a 5. I rolled a 12 there. Never mind.
So, Akashi, go ahead and move your token, and we'll do some sneaky sneak.
Alyssa, I am very jealous of your food right now. It looks so yummy. I had a tortilla with some cheese, ketchup, and sausage on it. It's called a fake pizza.
Ew.
It's good. It just wasn't great.
So yeah, Jordan, if you want to move your token around.
I'm so sad, though. They messed up my order. They gave me tempura shrimp instead of tempura sushi.
Ooh.
That's what I wanted.
Tempura shrimp sounds better, so.
No. It's still good, don't get me wrong. But I wanted sushi.
Okay.
You turned off your headset with such sass.
He's sneaking. I'm gonna grab some water. We'll be right back.
I love how you're literally going to the sides of the. This will be fun for people to watch on the stream. And everyone, rip headphone users. And that's where you came out of, or came from, was that entrance right there.
I knew that. I was just making sure that, there was nobody that was coming up behind us. You know how it is. I would also kind of like to, as I'm walking around and looking around this, like, especially when I'm in, like, these areas where there doesn't seem like there's much, I'd like to see if there's any sort of, like any secrets, like, oh, there's a thing on the wall here that I can press that opens up a secret pathway.
Yeah, so none of the stuff, this is all actually stuff you've been through before. You explored all of that stuff before. This is now new. So,
okay.
There are pedestals here that once held statues, it seems like, but they are either moved or walked away.
Huh. So there are pedestals that look like they're
walked away. Walked away.
Hey, as a high-level D&D character, it's a possibility that maybe comes to mind.
D&D is punching rocks. What is this, Minecraft?
If you start hearing a hissing sound, run.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially since we're like underground or like we're in a dark area. So yeah, so it just like it looks like there's these pedestals that should have statues on them, but them statues be gone.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay, we're just gonna continue to make a sneaky sneak. And like I don't see any. What's over here?
So those are like alcoves where dead people would be buried. And
I think we saw those last time.
There's nothing there.
Well, obviously there's a bunch of undead.
Right, exactly. So that's probably not too shocking.
That goes down a little ways. We're just gonna go back this way first, just in case, because usually, oh no, that's definitely got to be like a main room. I'm going back this way. Right? Like the path that seems like the main path is always the path that you don't want to take first. Because then you're going to get to the end of the dungeon, then it's going to be like, now we're going to teleport you back outside to the beginning of the dungeon. Rah, rah, rah. Ta-da, ta-da.
Oh, I thought you were going to keep singing.
And honestly, like a lot of this stuff seems pretty bare. But real quick, before you get into those rooms, I'm just trying to grab real quick. So I got the dungeon they put the Dungeon Master's Guide on Roll20, and I went ahead and picked that up. And so I'm trying to find out if I can randomly roll Oh, that's so dumb. They have a bunch of the tables that exist in the Dungeon Master's Guide as rollable tables just in Roll20 now. But apparently they didn't decide to put the dungeon tables in there where you can like randomly decide what's in a dungeon room. Ugh, come on, guys. That's the most important one.
Come on.
Come on.
Get good, D&D.
Seriously.
Actually, really, it's get good Roll20, I guess.
Yep. I'm just going to double check one more time, make sure that it's not there. They have some really cool tables to have as rollable tables on here, though.
Like
Very
a kitchen
handy.
table?
Yeah, like a kitchen table, a dining room table. Dungeon.
Multiplication table.
I was trying to think of something
go,
like that,
here we
Jordan.
go.
You beat me to it. I was
Turntable.
See, I was edging towards Un's table.
Vegetable.
Oh my goodness. All right, so when you get into that room right
Horse
there,
table?
Jordan.
Yes. So.
You notice that it
is full of lava sharks.
It's full of lobsters.
It's
Lava
like a little.
lobsters.
So this is like a little shrine, in there.
Oh.
So when you go in there, you notice that there is basically what amounts to a shrine to. So Seth, you tell me actually.
Careful.
So the god of death was the Tabaxi's main god. This particular tribe of Tabaxi, at least. What would be a minor related deity or extraplanar, like, you know, an angel or a demon or of something that this could be dedicated to, right? Like, it's basically, this whole temple is a temple to Atabai. But this is like a small shrine room dedicated to a lesser deity of the same kind of general, like, who would be associated with Atabai?
The first thing that comes to my mind is like the god of the river because cats hate water.
I mean, well, is it basically a shrine to the Reaper? To death?
Ooh. Sure, that works.
Okay, yeah.
Too bad Darius isn't here.
Yeah, I know, yeah. And Darius would immediately notice what this is. Akashi, would you make a religion check for me?
Religion. I have a 7 in religion, so bother.
Man, what is with our rolls tonight?
Yeah, so I don't think it really jumps out to you as being significant. You probably just think it's another facet of the Atabai religion, right? Like, it's just like, oh, okay, it's a death temple. It's just death things. Just death things. Hashtag just death things. But I mean, other than that, yeah, it's just like a shrine room. There's like a little offering. Probably some like half-burned incense that's just sitting on this shrine.
Okay, well, what about in this little room next to it?
Okay. I just closed the little table thing. And if you want to, I think I want you to make a religion check, or not a religion, an investigation check on that other room, because there might be like a small like treasure in there, like that someone made as an offering.
Well, being that my other 2 checks have been bad, I figure why not keep up with the...
Yeah, 9. Okay. Yeah, you don't find anything of significance. So, this room... So, I think in canon... let me see. How do I want to phrase this? So I'm just going to read the actual entry that I rolled on this, which is just kind of funny. So I rolled on the temple or shrine purpose for dungeon rooms table, right? So the 58 is kitchen. And then, but in parentheses, it says, might bear a disturbing resemblance to a torture chamber in an evil temple. And well, this is an evil temple. So I think to
the god of death.
You're right, exactly. I think like what this amounts to is probably, I'm not even sure, honestly, if Akashi would really understand what this is. But for us as players, I think if you've been paying attention to Terra Nullius for any length of time, you would be able to recognize this room as a preparation chamber for someone to eat undead.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like something the Tabaxi would do.
No. Certainly not. I mean, just a quick note. I mean, we would all be able to tell if you guys had remembered the last episode, you would immediately know why this is here. And it's because what is the seven serpents eat things to become who they are. Well, Knock Knight eats undead. So this is
why he wants them.
In one sense, yes. So he likes. I mean, he wants to make some of them into his like sentient children. Probably he literally, if your guess is correct, and he's a lich, he probably literally wants to make some of these undead into eventual liches.
Sons of a lich. See,
no, you're probably right. Yeah. But
I'm sorry.
You're good. But this was probably, and it doesn't look like it's been used in a long time. Into you, Akashi, you probably have no clue what this is. It's some sort of ritual preparation chamber of some sort, but you got really bad rolls, so you don't know. Who
are there bones on the floor?
Yeah, there's like some probably leftovers of undead corpses.
I probably like kind of kick one just a little bit right quick, or like just kind of tap it with my foot, crush it, turn around, and just leave. I feel like Akashi's kind of just speeding through here.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he teleports in the shadows.
True, yeah.
And... Okay.
You're reminding me of Krunk from Hooper's New Crew.
Yeah, that's definitely kind of what the vibe of this is right now. So this room...
Akashi.
Yep, exactly.
Getting Krunk.
I'm gonna have to take a rain check on that. I can't do a Krunk voice.
I know someone from college who could do it like perfectly.
So it looks like this is the really okay. So there's like a tomb in the center of the room here, right? In these like two squares, but it's open and nothing's inside.
Lay the interior decorating. Okay. Wait a second. I was down. Yeah, I'm going this way. Oh.
So, and real quick, once you step into this like corridor here, you immediately see, and you're kind of. I mean, make a perception check actually, real quick.
Yes, Akashi, the perceptive one. Oh, actually, Akashi is the perceptive one.
Finally, a good roll.
Yeah, so you look to your right and you see Chalmer. I don't think you know who this is because you've never actually personally met Chalmer. But you
I want to kill him. Need an excuse to kill him.
But you definitely
he needs to die.
You definitely see this guy, this tiefling genasi sort of looking thing.
I want his head.
He's sneaking as well, right? He's sneaking down the corridor. And this is like back where you came from. So like he obviously came in the temple probably after you started your like exploration, and then he's walking down this corridor sneaking. But you're invisible, so he doesn't notice you. Or at least he didn't notice you until this point. Let me roll to see if he like notices you now.
I am invisible.
You're invisible, but oh yeah. So his passive perception is an 18, which is higher than your 16. So even if he did, he wouldn't be. He's not even like he's trying to look for anything. He just notices you. Like he hears your footstep, and he immediately stops. And you can tell that like he noticed something. What do you do? What would you do in that initial moment?
Kill him. Kill him.
I mean, you could literally rush up to him and attack him from your invisibility, and you get advantage.
Slit his throat. Stab him in the eye. I want Chalmer dead, if you couldn't tell.
I mean, here's the thing, right? I could just cast silence on the area and walk by, because the only way he can detect me right now is
totally
sound.
True. Yep.
He would also notice that everything got very silent, though.
Not if I cast it where I am and not where he's at.
True. You could probably cast it in such a way that you could walk either back down or up, and he wouldn't notice anything has changed. Yeah.
Okay. Question. Basically, down this, like, this is just like a 3 corridor thing that leads to the same area. Is that right?
Not 3, but 2. Yeah.
Okay, so here and
Yep,
here.
exactly.
And then I came down from here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So you came from over here and went down here and then came up here.
Okay. Then... Oh, frick. But he's going to head towards the other 2. He might head towards the other 2.
Is he heading that direction?
No, it looks like he's heading towards you, Akashi.
Okay.
Right, like he was coming from this way, heading towards this way.
Interesting. So...
What's the plan?
I am weighing my options because...
I'm also going to, real quick, I'm going to roll for what that thing is behind you, what that little chamber is, just so we know, like, your surroundings. It's a library, so it's like a bunch of bookshelves are right behind you. It's this, like, little alcove that, like, holds a bunch of... So if you glance in real quick, like, you know, it's shaped like that, and there's, like, bookshelves and stuff.
I see. Okay,
It's definitely old and doesn't look like people have... It's very dusty. And given the conditions of jungle, probably the books have not kept up too well.
We had books.
Ooh!
I don't know. Did you have... I mean, the Tabaxi definitely didn't.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like...
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We had books?
I mean, it's just... I mean, in canon, it's probably very likely... I mean, I won't say in canon, because that's usually when I tell you things. But it's very likely... Akashi would probably just look at that and be like, okay, well, Nakane probably brought them here.
Okay. Have I noticed local wildlife?
Just in general?
Like, yeah, just like small little creatures. Like, oh,
Sure.
there goes a little rat.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a rat, but it would be...
It goes a little squirrel.
And it wouldn't... I don't even know. Let's see. Small
There
mammals...
goes Brazilian squirrel.
In Brazil.
Basically, I'm trying to think of like some sort of creature that you would expect to find in a dungeon like this right now.
He might have dark vision.
So, like...
Yeah, but that's the thing. Minor
various
illusion.
types of opossums.
Oh.
Sloths. Armadillos. Anteaters.
Yeah, I conjure an anteater and have it just run past him.
Bats.
What about Genasi eaters?
A bat might be a good option.
Oh, yeah. I think, because he heard something.
Yeah.
Okay, so multi-step process here.
Here's the question. Does minor illusion have verbal components?
No,
Okay.
It's S and M.
Yeah, so that's just...
Somatic and material.
Material, yeah. That's
So,
helpful.
yeah. It's...
Because if it had verbal components, it would be pointless.
Well, see, I'm also going to cast Silence, where I am.
Well,
Actually-
then you wonder why the bat's flying by so quietly.
No. Basically, I'm going to have the bat
Fly towards
up.
him.
Well, I'm going to have him fly like up over here and
Right.
around over here, like towards him and back that way.
Yeah.
I also can't see where you're pointing, so
Okay.
it's
That's
all
fair.
dark even though we've walked through.
Yeah. So I'm going to have it fly up and around there, like past him. And then darkness is like Silence is like 120-foot range. So I'm gonna center it like way up here somewhere, where it just kind of like catches the edge of right here.
That's what I figured. Yep.
So until he enters like this area,
yeah, exactly,
he won't notice.
Yep. Cool. Sounds good.
And no, I don't want to necessarily dispel it yet.
And honestly, I'm not even sure. Like, if you can. Okay. So what action? Those are both actions. Yeah.
So.
You're muted, Alyssa.
Whoops.
Sorry. Why don't you just want to cast Minor Illusion first, just to see if you trick him, and then if you don't, then you cast Silence.
Yeah.
Because if he sees it and then just like keeps going towards you, then you'd want to cast Silence on yourself, right? That's what I would think.
Yeah. So they're both actions. I'll go ahead and do Minor Illusion first to see if I can like get him to. Get a little. I want to play a trick on you.
Okay, yeah. So you would cast that, and then he makes an investigation check to see if he notices anything weird about it. Nope. Yeah, and so I think what happens is you can just let the rest of this just goes off without a hitch, right? He notices the bat, and then just like it's literally that classic moment in a horror movie where you hear a noise and then it's just the cat. And that's what he's in he's the main character of his own horror movie right now, so he's not even paying attention to anything else.
He hasn't even met Adelene yet. She's the monster.
Exactly. And so he just is like, he deflates and he's like, okay, cool. Like he was tense before and now he's like, okay, it was just a bat. Sounds good. And then if you want to just cast Silence quick, you can literally just boop, pop away. And now Silence doesn't have a verbal component, does it?
It'd be ironic if it did.
I don't think so.
I'd check.
Verbal, somatic.
Yeah, don't do it then.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to. But that's
ironic. Fine. It's okay. I mean, at this point, you fooled him, so I don't think it's going to be a problem now for you just to like boop away or whatever.
Yeah, and honestly, what we can basically say is Akashi, because he succeeded on the main part, which is the important part, and so I'm fine with Akashi just skedaddling, and he won't notice.
And so what I'm actually going to do, basically, I mean, like with the Minor Illusion, I can conjure like visual and audible things. So I'm just gonna.
So you get a free audiobook.
Sneak around here, huh?
So you get a free audiobook.
Actually, yes. In the audiobooks is from this library.
Hey, how far away is Akashi from me right now? Approximately.
He is. We can do better than approximately. He is exactly 110 feet away from you right
now. Can I well, I don't know if I can cast this. Can I cast Message to him? Wait, how many feet did you say?
110.
Don't you have to be able to see them?
Nope, you only have to be 120 feet away.
There you go. Yeah, sure.
I just want to like cast Message and just say, what do you see? Is everything okay? Like, just like check in.
Yeah.
And this is like mental, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is you point your finger toward a creature within range. I guess if she knows where.
I mean, I know the general area that he is, but.
Okay, so yeah, so
I'd like to think that when people do this surreptitiously, when they want to like message someone across the room, they do like a slight finger gun under their, just kind of like to the side, like.
It's like, you ready to leave this party?
Yeah.
Oh jeez. Okay, so Akashi responds, most of this seems empty. There's a fire genasi here, though. He must have come in after us. Or rather, he would say, like, he must have come in after we entered.
Huh, okay.
So are you gonna go up there?
Yeah, well...
Okay, real quick, go one room at a time here, and I'll just keep rolling through this table.
So at this point, is Akashi still going like more into it? I guess I'm confused because I can't see it.
Yeah.
Is Chalmer going out now, or is Chalmer going in the same direction?
He's going in, yeah. And so you see Akashi probably as you're walking away, like he turns into the same like 3 chambers that you were just in, right? He goes down into those. Yeah. So he'll probably be busy in there for a little while.
Yeah.
But so Akashi, when
it's okay. I've played the Harry Potter PlayStation 2 games. This will be fine. I've snuck past Hagrid or whatever.
Oh my gosh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man. So when you step into this, actually, would you make a Arcana check for me?
Yeah. Which one? The one on the left.
Right here. Like literally, you just in.
Oh, okay.
In this little chamber thing. And if you guys want to, you feel free to look on the stream. There's nothing up right now that's like, you shouldn't be looking at. So if you can see, if you want to see where Akashi's going.
That's okay.
Oh gosh, wow, man. All right, so you don't know the significance of this really cool thing right here.
Let's see if I have anything that's like. No. 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 Oh. No. 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 Negatory. Oh, oh no, I remember. I just forgot. I forgot about my discovery for my hermit feet.
Why is it so important that your feet are hermits?
Yeah, okay.
Not even the first one to make that joke tonight. About the feats.
Mine was much better, Seth.
You say that like I care.
It's fair.
Okay. Yep, I'm just gonna keep going then.
Got a little.
I don't say things because
we got a little emo Santa there for a second.
No, that was emo Santa. That was just sarcastic stuff.
What are you doing, Jordan?
I'm gonna just keep going left because I don't have any special thingies.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you go up that corridor.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't use arrow keys. That's sad.
I just want to know what Chalmer is doing here. I'm like, why are you here?
I want to know why he's alive still.
Okay, so real quick,
he was...
Akashi, once you get to the right there, there's a trap. And we'll see if it goes off, whether or not you can notice it in time.
Is my perception like, or is my passive perception able to be like?
I'm just gonna check. I'm gonna check what
okay.
I don't know what the trap is yet. I just know there is one. I'm just gonna find a good one.
It's a trap.
Here we go. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow, there's some really cool stuff in here.
Not something I want to hear when you're looking at traps. Turns out it's a bear trap, and there's a bear in there.
So we're going to actually back up a bit. So you get to the corridor, right? The very beginning of the corridor, and then something happens. So let's see. So you step into the corridor, and immediately a bunch of blades come out of the wall and try to kill you.
Haha, time to activate Ultra Instinct.
This doesn't actually trap. This is just the only way we could get the Tabaxi to get groomed. You just shove him in there. All at once, just instant haircut.
So does a 21 hit you?
Tabaxi. Oh, is it against my AC?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm trying to...
No, it's literally it attacks you for an attack roll. Yeah.
I mean, that... Hold on.
Can you do some ninja thing to get away from it?
Well, see, that's the thing, because I have, like...
Ninja skills.
I do. I have lots of ninja skills, but specifically, there was,
You know, because you better, because girls like guys with great skills.
Did I hit then, or do you have something you can...
I mean, it goes past my AC. Your instinctive agility lets you dodge out of the way of certain area effects, such as a blue dragon's lightning breath or a fireball spell. Oh,
yeah,
those are
not an area
effects.
attack. Yep.
What was the other thing? Because I know there was something else that...
It seems like something you should have the ability to get past.
What's crazy is that it's a D20 plus a 15.
Yeah. And he rolled a 6.
No.
Oh, sorry. That's too high. It shouldn't have been that high.
I was gonna say,
yeah,
whoa.
It would make sense. It was 15 plus 6. Wait, Jordan, it might not matter. We'll keep looking.
So it's a plus 12 instead.
Oh, that doesn't hit then.
Yeah, so it doesn't hit.
So imagine the kind of thing they come out, but you're just like, and you like get in the exact positions to avoid it.
And so, right, like you see basically what happens, Akashi, is down this first whole section of hallway, all at the same time, blades, as soon as you step into the room, blades just whoosh, swing across and then swing back and then swing across and then swing back, and they just start going like a pendulum as soon as you step in.
Do we hear this?
You probably don't, but whatever's nearby probably does.
Well, I see a clear solution. I teleport past the blades.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good. So you teleport to like right there. Okay. Cool. So as soon as you get there, make a Dex save.
That shouldn't be bad.
Did I pass or fail?
You passed just barely.
Okay.
So a pillar comes down from a pillar comes down from the ceiling and tries to crush you. Like a big, sledgehammer
tries
right down, and you obviously just roll out of the way. Totally fine.
Okay, do we hear that?
Yeah, definitely hear that.
All right, well, Meira's gonna spring into action.
Yeah,
you more feel it than anything, probably, right? It's just like this kind of like deep rumbling.
Shudder.
I think at this point, stealth has left the building.
Hey, stealth is still here, and stealth is still doing okay.
Well, I was gonna say,
is an independent Japanese-based ninja who.
So honestly, at this point, I would
stealth has shook the building. Then
at this point, yes. I would like to roll initiative.
Roll initiative. Okay.
And this is gonna be a giant thing throughout the entire complex. There's gonna be a lot of moving pieces.
Come on.
Right. Okay.
Oh, Akashi, prove to me you're better at initiative. I mean, I know you're not, but prove to me that you're at least somewhat better at initiative than Darius.
I mean, at least I have Dimension Door. I can just zoom past everything as well.
All right, that was pretty good, Jordan.
Wait, do I have Dark Vision? I don't have Dark.
I'll take it. 15.14. Oh, because it's instead of 0.2. Never mind. That makes sense, actually.
Could I say, since I probably would have cast light on my shield?
Sure. Yeah, I think you might have done that anyway.
Because I don't have dark vision, so I can't see anything.
Yeah. Just give me a second. I'm rolling some secret initiatives for some things.
Of course. Right, I have resistance to non-magical damage. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because you're Adelene the Invincible.
Yes, I am. That I have notes on, nothing else. I also have Scares of Protection. Have advantage against spell saving throws, 12 charges against necrotic spells, and harmful effects from undead. I should remember these things.
All right, one last one.
Oh, I don't have an Arcane Ward up or an Armor of Agathis.
All right, I need to add a couple of custom ones for the way when the traps go.
The traps have initiative.
Yep.
The ones that have already been triggered?
They keep going. They go on a certain pattern, basically.
Okay.
I'm just picturing this, like, with Akashi, I'm just picturing the scene from The Pacifier where he's, like, going through the trapped room. Make like a turtle, lie on your back.
Okay, so the whirling blades go again. You're obviously not in the past, so you don't get hit at all. And then it's Chalmers' turn. So he hears something, and he's going to go investigate it. We'll see how far he gets on the map here. I need to give him the proper stuff. No. There we go. All right, how far can he move even? Okay, so actually first he's going to go ahead and cast a spell.
I'll cast a spell on
Didn't have to
you.
click that, but I did anyway, so you're welcome. And that is an action, and then he's going to just move towards whatever's going on over here. And that's his turn. A secret thing is going to go. Let's see, I'm going to have... This is pretty fun for me, gotta say. All right, Akashi, it's you. What do you do?
I'll tell you what I do.
I'll tell you what I really want.
What else is in this room?
So up here is another crypt, and this one is closed. Right? It's this tomb, and it. Let's see. It is. I'm trying to think of what like the engravings on it would be. Honestly, I feel like it is. It has the engravings of whatever. Actually, make another religion check for me, Akashi.
Okay. Also, am I aware of the how does Akashi know whether or not like this is a lich, or is Akashi assuming it's a lich, or do we not have that necessarily?
You could make the assumption that the guy you killed was a lich. Yes.
Okay. And I'm making a religion check.
Yep.
Come on, roll high for once.
Okay, so for whatever reason, you recognize the symbols of Atabai. Basically, this is, it's marked up like a, Egyptian pharaoh or whatever would be, right? Where it's like the engraving on the top of the lid is like the person laying there, right? And so it looks like this human male laying in repose. And, the symbols and stuff is like the god of death. So you recognize that.
Wait,
So,
human?
Yeah, he's not a tabaxi.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Remember, there was a whole thing where I think you learned that at one point, and you're like, what?
So, this is where Atabai's actual body is?
You don't know. You could open the lid and find out.
What does Akashi know about Atabai?
He opens it up and goes, 5 more minutes.
What does Akashi know about Atabai?
Yeah.
With a 19 religion check, you know that he was one of the gods of death.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, beyond that, like the religion check was mainly to identify the markings and stuff. You don't actually know a whole lot about Atabai himself.
Right. Gathering intel, gonna sneak away.
You should gather some AMD. They're doing better lately.
That's true. Okay, let's be honest. When was Intel doing well?
Oh! A couple years ago.
Like 10 years ago? Oh, no, I do remember Intel doing well for a while.
So, did you literally just move all that way? Is that what you're actually doing?
Well, yeah. I'm just gonna kind of. Oh, because we're in turn order.
We're in turn order right now. So, I mean, did you do all of that movement?
Okay, so I was where originally? I was like here.
You were right there, I think. Yeah.
So that's like.
Hey Caleb, can you still hear me well enough if I move the actually I'm gonna move it. What if I move it here? Can you still hear me well enough?
Yeah. Sounds a little
Okay.
echoey.
A little echoey.
It's not bad.
It's just it's nice when it's not in my face.
Yeah. Just gotta sacrifice, man. Sacrifice for the art.
So that's like 30. Oh, what do I see in here?
That's actually there's like a gate on it. It looks like a little prison cell.
Oh, so I can't even go inside.
Well, so you can see the gate, like the bars of the prison cell, and inside. I'm trying to think of what actually would be inside for this.
There's a prison cell right next to the coffin. Like what?
Isn't a coffin just a prison for the dead?
Well, so I am honestly trying to figure out myself why there would be I like it. I think it's interesting. I'm just trying to figure out.
Unless it's
the
like
specifics.
okay, I have a theory.
I have an idea.
I don't like the implications of it.
Tell me the theory, please. Tell me the theory.
My theory is that that's a cage for food.
Oh, I like his better.
My theory is it's where he kept his tabaxi slaves.
Oh, actually, what I was thinking is that's just where they kept the prisoners near the dead, just because it was a kind of a form of mental torture.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. And there's probably
that was the original idea.
No, I actually think it's a little bit of both. Right, like you're not entirely sure the implications of this, but there I think there is legitimately a zombie in there. It's very mindless, like it's literally just like it's just standing there, and then it notices you, and then it's just like
it notices me. I'm invisible.
No, right, it wouldn't. So it's just literally standing there, right? It maybe moves slightly when it notices that something went on in the room because there's pillars now coming down, right? But like it's still just kind of like
it's in the cage.
It's in the cage, yeah. Looks like it's been there for a while, and it looks like a tabaxi zombie.
Okay, so here's the thing. Part of me thinks that if I open up that coffin, I might find a phylactery. Part of me is also like, that would be way too easy. Especially because this is not well guarded. At all. So I'm just gonna... do you guys think I should risk opening the thing, or do you think I should just kind of cut out?
I'd wait till we're around.
I would say, why would you open up the door?
No,
you mean the coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just, wait a minute. I don't know why Akashi would open up the crypt. Like, what would give him an indicator that, yeah, that's a good idea?
Well, I mean, I think what Jordan was thinking was like, what if this is the place where his body rejuvenates or something, right? Like,
yeah, what if the phylactery is sitting in there?
Maybe.
I mean, it does sound like something that Knock Knight would do, like put him his own phylactery so he can wake up in the coffin of a god. That sounds like the sort of thing he would do.
Do we know that about him though?
Probably not. You can make an insight check, I guess, Akashi, if you really wanted to know.
Yeah, why not? Because the one thing that Akashi is insightful.
Oh, apparently.
So that's something that comes to your mind, right? It's like, I wonder if that's a thing, and then you discard it because you're like, no, I think he would be cleverer than that.
Yeah, see, that's
exactly
that's
right.
What player
like,
Jordan
if you had failed that insight check, I would have been like, yeah, you think it's in there. But yeah, no, he's more clever than that. He wouldn't do something like that just for hubris's sake.
Okay, in that case, okay, so that would be like here to here. How do I do the is it control where I can hold it down, or I can do this, or shift or something? Yeah, there it is. So it's like to here, whoops, here to,
You right click.
whatever. Oh, right click.
Yep. So drag it, right click, and then keep dragging.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so there to there to there, and I still haven't really done my action, right?
Yeah.
Or does like the searching?
Well, you didn't actually make a check to search. You were just like making checks to notice things. So I don't think there's an action that's been done yet.
Okay. Then.
Real quick, I need to check. One thing that I think does happen, though, when you step up onto if you're actually stepping up on there, I didn't actually realize you were doing that, is I think because I think how this works is
every time you step on the pressure plate, it drops?
Well, every time you go to there's one last level of the trap, and so it doesn't start until you go there, but once you do, something happens. So make a wisdom save for me. So you're up on here. Whoa, nice. Yeah, you're good. You're fine. You feel some sort of wave of magical energy go over you, but nothing bad happens to you.
I'll take it.
But yeah, then you move over there, and then you go back.
I would... there is a thing that I have. I'd like to point out that I am... no, that allows me to put an end to that effect. Okay, where's that? Where's the Mr. Shadowy thing? Shadow step, here we go. Yeah, this is just a bonus action. This isn't even an action. I'm just gonna bonus action teleport back down the hallway.
Okay. Okay, yeah, cool.
To here. And then I still have 15 movement.
Dang.
And I haven't even spent my dash action yet.
You're so crazy.
So 5. Oh, hi. 10, 15.
Yeah, so once you step into that room, Akashi, so did you step right there first? Where did you move, actually?
I mean, I actually probably would have come up like, I mean, I just kind of, honestly kind of like in between. I don't know.
Well, as soon as you notice some things.
Okay.
Right, you step up into there, you see at least 2 zombie looking things. And it looks like they are all kneeling. And maybe they were in more graceful repose before, where they were like kneeling and like had their heads bowed or something. But now they're like their heads are snapped up and they're like looking around, like they noticed the noise and they're like waiting for something to happen. But obviously you're invisible, so.
Right. Okay, I'm going to use my dash action to go 1, 2, 3. Oh, look, there's more.
Well, you're using dash as an action?
Or I'm...
Because you already used your bonus action to teleport, so that's why I'm wondering.
Use my bonus action.
Yeah, I don't think you'd use an actual action
Oh,
yet.
you haven't done an actual action.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure if that was like a monk thing or not.
Yeah.
No, I haven't done my monk thing yet. Because what is that other thing?
Right here?
Hold on, I know where's Step of the Wind.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's in here? No. Maybe it's in this? No. Because there's a thing that lets me... like, run super far or something. There it is, Step of the Wind. Oh, that lets me take it as a bonus action, so no. Then... so that's 15. I can't teleport again. 20, 25, 30. What do I see?
So, you see a giant metal statue. And real quick, I'm just gonna... So that's what it would look like if it was just on the map and it wasn't obviously moving, but it's obviously moving now. It's kind of shifting. And so it looks like this.
Okay.
That's not a statue. That is very much death
No,
mech.
that's not a statue.
So then I'm just gonna go...
Jordan's doing all this moving around. I don't even know where I am.
Okay, so
his turn has been so long.
I know.
He's had a lot to do.
I'm just gonna run back.
You're like, you run into the room and then you just like turn around. Nope.
I am scouting. That is literally what I'm doing right now. Oh, I can actually go one more down. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, it's a secret turn now.
Is it so secret to me anymore?
Let's see. Wait, how
I think Akashi is thinking to himself right now, I really need to learn how Meira does the messaging thing because that'd be super useful right now.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Sending in this...
You're really stealthy, but can't communicate back at all.
Well, which is really funny because, like, I feel like I'm the only one without a walkie-talkie here or something, and it's like... which kind of makes sense if it were an actual walkie-talkie, because you don't want the stealth person to just get like, hey, by the way, look out for that guy that's behind you. What guy? Oh, you mean the guy that knows where I am now? Because...
Speaking of guys that are behind you.
Yeah.
Akashi, this giant death mech is now right behind you.
Go away. You can't see me.
You
can't see me. I'm John Cena.
It obviously notices that something is, like, it's following you. Like, whether or not it can see you, you don't know. But, like, you can't really tell if it's looking at you or not either. So, but
Might
it's...
have true sight.
But it used all of its movement to get there, so that's its turn. Meira, it's you.
All right, I'm going to bonus action dash.
Oh, crap.
1 to 10, 20. Wait, no, that's 10. Yeah, 10, 20, 30.
Can we just acknowledge how much ground I covered in one turn?
40.
I can move 30 feet my next turn.
50.
30.
60.
I moved 120.
Which direction?
Wait. Sorry. I didn't realize these guys weren't on the token layer. There are 2 undead right in front of you.
Oh, wonderful. Then I'd like to use my action to slice into one of them.
Is this guy's name Chad or something? Like
I was gonna say,
what's with
is this a zombie?
They probably
like a romance novel.
They probably look like Genasi. But yeah, there's 2 of them like
hey girl
walking forward, like following the sound probably as well.
Oh, because is it coming from the left? Is that where I hear it coming from?
Yeah, like I mean left that way, right? Like
okay, that's fine. Well, I guess I'll have to take care of that first. Okay. Long sword.
Adeline will help clean up.
No. 14?
14 is good enough, yep.
Okay.
Dang.
Great. 14 slashing.
Okay.
Hit it again. 15.
Nice, yep.
Okay, one more time.
Yep. Well,
it's not dead?
No, it's not dead.
What?
No. Chunky zombies.
I'd like this zombie is just like, hey girl, don't mind the news. Yeah, like don't mind the news. I actually love to hang.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh,
okay. Wow. All right.
Zombie pickup lines. Oh,
there you go. That's your turn. All right.
Yep.
Got a couple of secret turns going on. All right. So this thing is
nice to have turns.
Sorry.
You scouted a lot. I mean,
I almost scouted the entire dungeon. I mean, there's definitely more, but
well, I'm just confused because we saw a lot last time we went through here. I thought, but like my map is completely empty.
I don't know if it might be the new dynamic lighting stuff. I haven't changed the setting. But you didn't actually go that far. You looked in like 3 rooms.
Still, my map is empty except for the room I'm in.
So, Meira, you see another spectral thing step out from ahead of you further down the corridor.
Oh,
she's the other one on the romance novel.
Yeah, I think
it's a tabaxi. This one is. It's like this spectral tabaxi warrior. And it is
forbidden love.
Let's see. And
he was
it's
a
gonna...
zombie. She was a ghost. Can I get any more hideous?
So it's gonna take out a longbow.
I thought you said a wombo for a second, and I'm like, oh, we're doomed.
And fire at you.
Wombo combo.
Is that a disadvantage because her 2 buddies are in front?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
It wouldn't hit anyway, but
it wouldn't hit.
And then she can do a bonus action thing as well, another attack, and totally misses that one too.
Oh, she hits one of her buddies. I'm sorry, she got a critical failure.
I don't know if I want to give that to you. Maybe.
Roll that damage. That's how you ruled it in the past. Come on, let's go.
All right, fine.
Alyssa's like, oh, I'm jumping on this one.
I sure am.
I don't remember, when did that happen?
It did
lots of
before.
times with Ari.
Okay,
one more.
Remember that time Ari shot Miggy in the butt? That was actually Cupid Zero.
I don't remember that.
No, I'm kidding.
I never did that actually.
You didn't actually.
Maybe during training one time, but you know.
All right, how far can they move? Perfect.
Oh man.
Have you guys seen that Boston Dynamics now has dancing robots?
What?
I imagine that's what
words just came
what
out of
the
your
heck?
mouth?
Why is so much coming up to attack me?
What? I just saw that too.
Because of where they were and the noise you just made.
Oh no.
Yeah, so 3 other ghost women come out of the wall. And let's see.
Do I hear things?
Oh yeah, I'm sure you do.
Okay, first one is gonna wail.
Oh.
So it lets out this mournful wail. And to make a con saving throw.
Oh my god, on a failure I dropped to 0 hit points? What the heck, Caleb? Oh my gosh. What? That's not okay. Stop.
Fireball, right?
What? Hold up. What do I have to like?
I don't know
Oh
about,
my gosh.
I don't know about you, Jordan, but I'm thinking, given how many things I just saw, 7th level fireball.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go for it.
I mean, it's not a terrible idea.
Okay. Well, luckily, hold up. I have I have a
Oof, yeah.
indomitable.
Yeah, indomitable.
That's a fighter. Okay, so let's.
Good thing that 5 isn't the last row.
Well,
She's the indomitable
I might not be able to.
snowman.
Let's see if I'll be able to roll better than that.
No, no, same 5. Oh no, that's so bad.
What the heck, Caleb? Why are you just trying to kill Meira?
So you drop to 0 hit points.
Well, there you go. Awesome. Thanks.
Let's see. What are the other ones do?
That's way too overpowered. What the heck?
They can only do it once per day, at least.
And it's honestly not even that like high of a save. So the other ones are going to be like, all right, well, we took her down, and they're gonna move this way.
Oh my god.
How far did you move, Alyssa?
I thought they already moved 40 feet.
They did. They're using their action to dash, basically.
Oh.
They fly 40 feet normally.
Wouldn't they go the other way? Because they didn't even hear Adeline do anything yet.
They're just gonna investigate because they're like, what, like, who, where does this person come from, sort of a thing.
Well, awesome.
How far did you move, Alyssa?
60 feet.
Ooh, I can only move 30.
All right, Adeline.
You might be able to see these guys.
But
with
I
30
can't
feet.
do anything.
No. If you move 30 feet, you might be able to see them.
But seeing them isn't everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can only see 1.
Okay.
So they let out a mournful wail
Mm-hmm.
like this.
I'm so bad right now.
He already said
Especially
you
because I
that.
had a safety. Like I had like
I know.
an
Yeah.
extra roll. Like
See,
that's annoying.
I can't even see you, Alyssa.
You're really close, but yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to think of what Adeline would do in this situation.
She
You know, I
sees
think
her collapsed ally on the ground.
no, she doesn't.
She hasn't seen me yet.
I don't see. I literally see one ghosty thing, and that's it. I think what I'll do is, you know what, Nick? I'll do the thing I was thinking originally, and honestly, it's a very Adeline thing to do, where she's like, she's kind of stretching. She pulls out her bottle of water. She pours it over herself. She's
Yeah.
getting herself ready. And she's just walking around and she sees the ghost and she's like, she's just getting excited. Like, I've been missing this. And so, yeah, I'll cast Armor of Agathis at 5th level.
Cool.
I don't
Everybody
remember what all
should-
that does. I'll put it in there so I can read it while I'm doing stuff. So I gain 25 temporary hit points. on my Argor of Agathis. My Arcane Ward triggers. The ward has hit points equal to twice your wizard level plus your intelligence modifier. That's more now. So 26 plus 5. So that has 31 hit points. I don't know if that'll even help, but it's honestly what Adelene would do. Yeah. Given everything I'm seeing, that's the only thing I can do. That's my action. That's my movement. I don't think I have a bonus action I can even do. Let me check real quick. I don't think I have any bonus action spells.
Well, even if you did, you already cast one, so.
But I'm checking my cantrips.
There is no bonus action cantrips except one, and that's a druid spell.
Okay, I wasn't sure. That's it.
All right, cool. And then
all I can do.
It is Chalmer. So he's gonna be like, hi, on the bottom here. I honestly don't know what he would do in this situation. I don't think he knows who you are.
Well, can he even see him?
Yeah, he's standing. He can literally see. He sees Akashi, and then he sees a giant iron golem right behind him.
But Akashi's invisible.
Oh, I guess he just. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry, so I keep forgetting that.
I feel like it's just he sees the invisible thing, and the invisible thing, or he sees the big guy, and big guy sees him, and they're like, "Oh, you're the person that made the noise."
Right. Yeah. That's probably similar to what the truth is. Yeah. Problem for you is he is gonna cast Cone of Cold, which is also gonna hit you.
Wait, Cone of Cold?
Yep.
I've got 2 questions for you, Caleb. 3 questions for you, Caleb. 1, how does a fire genasi know what cold is, and how is he able to cast it? Number 2, how does somebody in Brazil know what cold is?
Hey,
Number 3, why is he casting if these guys are on the same side?
They aren't.
From the sounds of it, they aren't.
Brick on a stick.
Okay, make a con save.
Is this an area of an effect thing?
Yes.
Oh, guess what, Caleb? You activated my trap card.
It's a 60-foot cone, yeah.
60-foot coin.
60-foot cone.
Yeah, the thing he mentioned earlier about
all right, it failed.
Stuff.
It failed to save.
Your instinctive agility lets you dodge out of the way of certain area effects, such as a blue when you're subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex.
Yeah, it's a con.
Well, that's okay.
Still a lot of damage.
Oh. Do I pass?
No.
Guess what? I get to roll it again.
Nice.
Because what was it?
I really hope the thing
Diamond Soul. Your Mastery of Key grants you proficiency in all saving throws, and when you make a saving throw and fail, you can spend 1 key point to re-roll it and take the second result.
Nice.
So I'm gonna just do that.
And I think I might have mentioned this before, but like this spell is less like an actual like frost spell and more like this guy figured out what anti-fire was or something, right? Like it's like a fire that burns so cold that it turns into basically cold damage. Like just this weird kind of anti-fire thing going on.
What about Uncle Fire?
No. No.
Oh dang.
No, it's failed. 46 damage, my friend.
That's okay.
All right.
Better than having all your hit points reduced in 1 hit.
It's true.
I mean, at least they don't sound very too keen on just hitting you again.
Well, these guys, but maybe these zombies will. We'll see.
The problem is I don't know if I have healing spells.
You have Azamar stuff, I remember, but
That's true, but it's not a lot of healing.
No, it's not.
It also hurts, if I remember right. Wait, No, healing hands. As an action, you can touch a creature, cause it to regain a number of hit points equal to your level. Once you use this trait, you can't use it again until you finish the long rest. Okay, so I can do that.
Yeah.
So these guys are gonna skedaddle. So you're good, Meira. They're not gonna like hit you when you're down. They don't care. They want to go check out what's going on over there. Akashi, it's you.
Okay.
So does your like invisibility go down if you take damage?
That's what I'm looking at.
I feel like it
also,
does.
Something else.
Oh, it might be concentration, but even then, I.
Oh no, it's literally until you make an attack, cast a spell, or are in an area of bright light. Oh, I think the weird anti-fire probably counts.
Does it emit light?
So the spell itself doesn't.
If it's anti-fire, then that would make sense that it wouldn't. It's as much light.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. You're good.
Although I hate doing this to myself, but the fire genasi is on fire.
It's not bright.
It's not bright light though. It's dim light.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you're good. You're still invisible.
Okay.
If you want, you can literally just like slip away and just like, okay, you guys fight each other.
That's what I'm doing.
If you have healing, Meira's down.
I mean, I
literally have not much.
That'd be pretty funny if we just like snuck out and then they just killed Chalmer for us. That'd be.
I am totally down for that. Unfortunately, I don't think Adelene is.
Well, Adeline hasn't even seen Chalmer. Doesn't even know who Chalmer is.
No, what I'm saying is Adeline wants to kill some fools.
Oh, sure. Well, that's all good and dandy until these guys let out their next whale and probably get you down.
Well,
but
how many of them are there?
There's 2 more who haven't done that.
So. I have advantage on it, I think.
Well, apparently that this doesn't matter because I had advantage too, and whatever.
Does the Scarab of Protection count with that, Caleb?
Is it spell effects or magical effects?
Spell saving throws. That's why I'm not sure.
Technically it doesn't count. Yep. It's not
okay,
a spell.
So what's the rule for passing through enemies?
You can't do it.
Fine,
you have to literally like shove them out of the way, basically.
I can teleport though.
Yes, but don't you have to be able to see though? I guess you can. Yeah, I guess you're fine.
15, 20, 25. Instant transmission technique. 25 and a boom. 25. 30. 35, 40, 45.
Oh, I also have 2. Well, actually, does the whale? Oh, if the whale's not a spell effect, I also can't counterspell it.
Yeah.
Did I hear the whale earlier?
Oh yeah. It didn't affect you because you weren't in range, but you definitely heard it.
So 45.
Does the whale sound like this?
Oh, Seth.
50. Hey! You didn't even see my thing in Messenger.
I saw it.
You saw it, Seth, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw it.
Okay.
I didn't see it.
50,
I thought
55.
he had already.
So.
Hey, you notice Meira is like dead.
So 60, and then I cast Silence.
Oh, nice. Good move.
Where do you cast Silence?
On you.
Yeah, I mean, the range is big enough that it's going to get basically this entire battle. And
it'll
matter.
The problem is one's about to get out of that range.
It's like 120 feet, right?
Yeah, it's a long
there's no way.
Oh.
Yeah, the whole battle is going to be contained in its silence.
Then I can't cast Fireball at 7th level.
It's true.
Unless, depending.
You don't want to because I'd get caught in that probably, and then
because now Akashi's in range. My original goal.
Oh my gosh, literally everything. This is turned into a silent horror film because this covers the entire dungeon.
No, does it really?
Yeah.
Whoa, wait. Like legit?
Yeah, dude, look.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Jordan,
whoa!
I am very glad that I did my Armor of Agathis before you did that, because you essentially neutered Adeline in terms
Is that
of
a
her
concentration spell?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I actually think it is, but let me double check.
I don't know. I've never. The times we've cast it have been so rare.
Yeah, it's concentration.
Okay.
Up to 10 minutes though, so as long as he doesn't break a concentration. Dang, that's gonna have consequences on Chalmer and stuff too, right?
verbal. I don't have a single spell. Just not okay. I have one spell that does not require verbal components. Counter spell.
Yeah, that's not helpful.
This is what happens when you like take the bard's instrument and cut the strings off.
I can't even cast a cantrip. Literally everything verbal.
Is that your whole turn then, Akashi?
Yeah.
I guess it kind of makes sense since we've kind of established that Adeline casts her magic by like banging her sword against her shield.
Right. All right, well.
Good thing I have a sword.
This golem is going to step up to Chalmer and attack him.
Chalmer, my God, guys.
Chalmer.
I'm sorry. Chalmer has had the worst luck when it comes to these sorts of situations. This has happened to him 3 times now.
And you know what they say, Caleb? 3rd time's a charm.
Yep.
Charmer.
Yeah, there it is. I was waiting for it. Thank you, Alyssa.
I only get the really obvious ones.
Wait, what is vampiric touch and why do I have it?
Oh my goodness.
Well, it hits with its sword.
I hope so.
Kill Chalmer, kill Chalmer,
dang.
kill Chalmer.
Chalmer is dead.
Okay, does he have
Chalmer is dead.
resistance?
Oh, Chalmer is
Dang
dead.
it,
But he'll
vampiric touch is...
come back as a zombie anyway.
Yeah,
Zombie
that's true, right?
Chalmer. Zomber. Chomby. Chomby. Chomby.
Okay, well that's it. That is its turn.
I don't have a magical weapon. I thought I did.
I have a magical weapon.
Your fists?
Meira, it's you.
I have that, and I also have Oblivion.
She's at
Okay,
0.
1 success.
1 successful death save.
Wait. Oh, because she is still at 0.
Yep. Okay, so this thing over here is going to do a thing. Let's see.
So, Caleb, can you draw where the cone of silence is?
It's just everywhere, isn't it?
It's everywhere. It's literally the entire dungeon is encapsulated in it.
So everywhere.
Everywhere. Literally everywhere. The dungeon isn't big enough to not have everything caught in the spell.
I might be okay with this. Adeline can still hit things with her sword.
All right, that's just going to move.
Why does it go past Akashi?
Because he's invisible still.
Oh, even after he casts the spell?
Oh, wait. Casting a spell makes you non-invisible. You're right. That was one of the conditions. No, you're right. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah,
okay, so what's this thing is going to do is it's going to shoot 2 arrows at you then. Instead of moving.
They're going to shoot arrows at me?
Yep.
Oh, this is the bad day for these punks.
Oh! Right.
You do not shoot arrows at the person who was invisible 2 seconds ago. Get got.
Yeah, so it would do 5 damage, but I assume you're going to do your monk stuff.
Okay, so you can use your reaction to deflect or catch the missile when you are hit by a ranged attack. When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus your dex mod plus your monk level. So minimum damage, I just reduced it, is...
If you're at least 5 levels of monk,
21. If it does,
Yeah.
has it done over 21 damage?
No, it did 5 damage.
Okay, yeah, I catch the arrow.
Do you throw it back?
You have to use a key point for that. But
If you reduce the damage to 0, you can catch the missile if it's small enough for you to hold in one hand and have at least one hand free, which I do. If you catch a missile in this way, you can spend 1 key. Oh, so I just catch it, and then if I do, I can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack with the weapon.
It's only 5 damage.
It's a 1d8 plus 2 is the original damage, so it's not going to probably be.
But you might be able to do more with a key point. Is my point.
Yeah.
And the missile counts as a monk weapon for the attack.
Right, so you could do more damage than 5. Like I did that once with Sayori, where like I threw something back, and then it was like 15 points I ended up doing, or something ridiculous.
I'm gonna throw that arrow right back at him.
Do it. Do you have like a ranged weapon on your?
I have a longbow.
Yeah, just do as if your longbow, right?
Yeah.
Crit. It'd be so cool if you crit. Oh, wrong crit, Jordan.
Crit. 11.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he missed. So what does this look like? Why do you epically fail this?
Because it's a ghost and it goes straight through.
Probably because like it like you just came out of invisibility, and so you were like, oh crap.
It's probably like it's probably something like Akashi runs in, sees Meira, like and remembers the whale, casts silence, unturns invisible, senses the arrow coming because he's a boss, turns around, catches it, and just kind of like grabs and just like no.
He's not even looking. He's like, boom.
No, it's the and then directly down, right? Like very anime of you. All right, cool. It's these banshees' turns. This one is going to turn to you and attack. Oh, why did I do that?
Oh, and Jordan, if it wasn't obvious, run away, get invisible again.
Well, my invisibility might be concentration.
Make a wisdom save, Akashi.
My point was more so we want to keep the silence up as long as those banshees are up.
Yeah.
You're good.
Did I pass? Nice. Cool.
Okie-dokie. And these ones are just gonna flank you and do their corrupting touch, Adelene.
Oh, cool. I'm pretty sure I have resistance to necrotic damage.
So a 24 to 16.
Thorny damage up yet?
Wait, no, it's not. Sorry. Wait, no. Oh, wait, is there a saving throw involved?
No, it's literally just necrotic damage. That's all it does.
1 second. So the first one, I don't even wait. So the arcade board's gonna go off. Wait, I've got to remember this in my armor of Agathis. Which one goes first? I think it's the armor of Agathis. Wait.
So I'm just gonna say right now, it doesn't matter because they are immune to cold damage.
It's not cold damage. Oh wait, actually wait. No, is it cold damage?
Yeah, it is.
I'm trying to remember which one does damage.
Remember, her damage matches her heart.
If a creature hits you with a melee attack while you have these hit points, the creature takes cold damage.
So does that. I'm just trying to remember also the arcane ward. Does that do anything? Okay. So I was just trying to get those straight in my head. I couldn't remember exactly which one did.
Yeah.
So that's 17. Let me read this again. So are they Okay, it does specify saving throw, so I'll just take 17 then.
Yep.
The arcane ward takes 17, so that's goes down to 14. Well, that's dumb, but oh well.
All right, Adeline, it's you.
See, here's the reason it's dumb, because I can only really hit with my sword, and it doesn't do much. Yeah, I'll just hit with my. No, I don't want to drop the shield because the shield increases.
And it's not even magical, is it? It's not even magical sword.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't even have a magical sword. I could have a magical sword, But it's a verbal spell. Wait, no, that's a scream flame, but whatever. Similar sort of thing. I'll just hit with my long sword. Slashy slash.
Yep.
And this will be the one on the left.
Okay.
For 11 slashy slash.
Does not seem to do a whole lot because it's incorporeal.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I might just honestly try and book it past them eventually, but let's see. Let me think. The smarter move would have been to disengage, but it's too late for that now. You know what? I'm going to get hit by them one way or another. Either this turn or next turn. Give me a second. I'm wondering if I should move now or later. Because, actually, wait, is this too wide? This door right here, that's 10 feet wide?
Yeah. Or which door? Wait.
Right here?
Yeah.
So if I went 1, 2... They could still flank me. I can't even see past that.
Well, Meira's right here.
Huh?
Meira's right here, so you could technically like stand where she's.
I can't see that area. I don't know she's there.
Yeah, actually,
I don't know she's
no matter
down.
what, no matter what, you're not gonna really have a chance to not be flanked. Do you have anything else? Is that you only have one attack?
That's
Okay,
that's
yeah.
all I can do without verbal.
Okay, so it's Chalmers' turn.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't have any spells that don't have verbal components. Let's check. All right. He has exactly. Yeah, he has counterspell. Not useful. Yeah, that's also the only spell that he has that doesn't have a verbal component. So, honestly, I think he realizes that silence has been cast, and then is like, "Well, I'm gonna die if I stay here." So,
But that's what we want him to do. We want him to die.
So he's gonna disengage. And he's actually going to walk straight into the corridor that has the blades. The thing is, though, they go on, now that they've been activated, they go on a particular initiative order, and it's not like he's missed it, right? So he walks in, and then he starts stumbling around as like the blades are slicing and stuff, but he doesn't get hit by it because he can't, because it's not their initiative order yet. And I wish I would have kept those on the initiative turn, but I turned them off because I wasn't expecting him to go here, but I realized he probably would. And that's his turn.
Oh, man.
All right. Akashi, it's you.
Okay, well...
I was thinking, why does Adeline not have shield? I was like, oh, she does. Verbal.
Okay, so Adelene is, I mean, the exit is down this way, right?
Yeah, it's down
Where
past
Meira-
where Meira is, yeah.
Okay, so numero uno, I shadow step past Meira,
Mm-hmm.
and is it like literally like right below, like straight south?
It's there, yeah.
Okay, so I teleport behind her, pick her up, and where did Adeline go?
I'm still at the door.
She's like over here. You probably hear her fighting over here.
No, he doesn't, because there's silence.
Silence.
Oh, right.
I mean, you figure if I have to come through, it's through there.
So I pick up Meira to carry her. Is that good? I can pick her up?
Yeah.
I run over this way to see if I can see Adelene.
Mm-hmm. There she is, fighting 2 banshees.
Adeline looks over. See Meira's already down. Just goes.
Except it's more like.
Exactly.
And Seth, can you disengage to get out of this?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Disengage.
I think Akashi just goes. Like he just does the head tilt thing.
Head
like,
nod.
Come
Like,
on, we're leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And gets the heck out of dodge.
Okay.
Cool. Can you run all the way to the entrance?
Did I just like miss a bunch of stuff?
Yeah, Akashi picked you up and is running around with you.
Oh, okay. I'm like, sorry. I am like distracted by this like post that's claiming that teachers haven't been doing anything for the last semester, and I'm very heated right now. So I've been focusing on that. Sorry.
I mean, it's proof that people are very clearly stupid and wrong. Sometimes, at least sometimes.
So you're just gonna run right to the entrance? Can you actually move that far?
Oh yeah.
This is Jordan. We're
talking
about.
Making sure.
This is not Jordan. Jordan could not run this far.
How much movement do you have? Yeah. How much movement do you have after this point?
Well, okay. Well, let's see. That was.
You know what, Jordan? I don't even think I'm going to disengage. I'm just gonna book it because I can only move 30 feet. I'm not a ninja.
Meira was right here. Right?
She was right where you are, yes.
Oh, she was right where I am?
Yep.
So I would have teleported, like, behind her.
You would have teleported right there, which you did.
And then that's 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Third, and then another
60.
60. And then I use my dash to run another 60.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you get out into the village.
Wait, hold on. Would picking her up and carrying her count as an action?
I think you can do it in your move action. That's fine.
Okay. Then yeah. Then I dash and get, like...
So you basically run out of the temple towards the village?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Who gave me hit points? I'm so confused.
No one.
Wait. Oh, then why? Oh, never mind. Sorry, I'm looking at Akashi's.
Oh yeah.
It was like over mine, and so I was like,
yeah.
What?
Meira, go ahead and death save.
Make another death save. Yeah. Okay. Oh no.
Okay, one fail.
I was planning on healing you next turn, but
I'm basically I want to do a medicine check as soon as we get out.
Mm-hmm.
Stabilize.
Here's the problem. I can't move through enemy squares, Jordan, and I'm about to be surrounded. And the only thing that gets me out of here is verbal spells.
Okay.
I'm in so much trouble.
What I could do instead...
I mean, you could literally just stop the silence spell at that point. If you're already out of the temple, you can just turn it off.
Dude, no, give me some time to not get screamed to death.
I mean,
Plus he has to do it. He would have to do it on his turn. Anyway.
Yeah, and that happens. The banshees are gonna attack you.
Are they really chasing me after we're leaving?
No, they're not chasing you. They just go right there.
Oh no.
And they will have advantage. So.
Oh no.
I have plenty of hit points.
Yeah.
How much is that total?
Let's see. 26 plus another 18.
26.
12 plus 14.
Oh, okay. I was like, 12 plus 9 is 17. 26 plus 18. So that's 44 total. That will mean I lose 5 hit points. My armor, both armor are down. Arcane Ward, I think, keeps its... Wait. I think Armor of Agathis is just gone. I'd have to double check.
Yeah, I think so.
And so I take 5 damage.
Cool.
Go to 106.
All right, Adelene, it's you.
I think I'm just going to book it. So take 2 attacks of opportunity. Well, actually, yeah, I have to. There's no way I can get out otherwise. So I'll go 1, 2, and I'm blocked, aren't I?
Yep. Well, that 20 hits, so you got 12 more.
Three, 4. Can I try to?
You could try to shove them. Like that's a thing.
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah. What would that be?
We just looked up these rules, and I don't remember.
Isn't a shove an action though?
Yeah, I think it's an athletics check.
Caleb, is Akashi in the verdict?
Yeah.
That's why we're
or
here.
Or no, Meira is.
No, Akashi's officially not in the verdict.
Not.
That's what. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Well, I've moved 4 spaces.
He would know what the verdict is. I would have told him, but
yeah, he knows about it. He's just not part of it.
So you said
part of it.
Athletics?
Yeah, it would be an athletics check, an opposed athletics check, I think. Yeah, that's just there's nothing else that would be really.
Okay, it doesn't help that it's a ghost.
Yeah, it does because they have a -5 to their roll, so it's an 11.
Oh, okay. So athletics then.
Yeah, he has a 1 strength. So.
So that's 5. So was that my action?
Yeah.
6, 2 more attacks of opportunity.
Yep, that is correct.
I am Adeline. Wait a second. Wait a second. I have resistance to non-magical damage. Is this magical damage I'm taking?
The necrotic certainly is, and also
this has all been necrotic so far.
Yeah, this other person is going to take out their longsword to attack you, and that is actually not going to be magical.
So I take 7 damage, and then.
Well, I mean, the necrotic was necrotic before.
Is still magic.
That was
no. So I take the 7 damage from the corrupting touch, is what I was saying. Oh no, is that
that's
just to hit?
That's the roll. Yeah.
Oh, to hit. So all those. All 3 of those miss.
Yep.
And that's all I can do.
Cool. All right, Chalmer is going to
die?
Chalmer gets hit by the blades. And so what's actually fun about this trap is it actually gets harder. Like the attack bonus increases by 1 every single turn it doesn't hit someone. So it is actually now a 15.
Oh.
So it gets faster?
It gets faster, yeah.
It's not typically how pendulums work, but I'll allow it.
That's how the trap works.
It's magic
I know, I'm just
pendulums.
joking.
It's like time, Seth. These pendulums are like the pendulum of a clock. And you know how time works. It's wonky.
Oh my god! Is good.
Amen.
It's a Christmas miracle.
So he's not dead because he has a bunch of hit points. But he does get hit very hard by it. So he's, getting slashed by these things as he goes. And then
oh no.
He is going to go ahead. You got it. You figured it out.
I just realized why Chalmer's here.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, She of the Jade Skirt. He's going for the thing.
Never mind.
Oh.
No, but Autobai's body's here though, and he's probably gonna do something with that. So
I don't care as much about that. Autobai doesn't care about his former body. He's got a new one.
But She of the Jade Skirt might need a body. Ah, frick.
But she could go to any body.
Her body's still around. That was like the whole thing is that you have to find
the body
her
is
body.
hidden. Yeah.
Is that the body's hidden?
Maybe the body
You guys are close. You guys are so close to figuring this out, but
no.
no.
I'm positive it has to do something with Atubai, and like maybe Chamar is like gonna like somehow get into his body somehow. I don't know.
That
Atabai
body's
is going
old,
to
though.
Chamar is going to eat Atabai's corpse.
It's like a husk. It's like a raisin.
So I like raisins.
All right, that is Chalmers' turn.
Luckily, Adeline really wants to cast a level 7 fireball. So if she sees anything come out, it's gonna get fireball.
All right, Akashi. So you guys are outside. What do you do?
Medicine check.
Yeah, medicine check.
Oh,
Stabilize
perfect. That
me.
makes sense. Yeah, good. I will laugh so hard if you don't get a 10. Good.
Okay.
All right.
So I get stabilized.
You're stabilized.
Basically. Okay.
I would literally have to get a 1 to fail that check.
Yeah.
And even then, I still get a 10.
Yeah.
Still a crit fail.
Yeah.
Anything else, Akashi, or is that it?
Is that my action?
That's your action, yeah.
Then
You could just leave her there and then run back in.
Damien's outside, right?
He
Can't-
is, yeah.
Roll him an initiative. He's a cleric. He can heal me.
It's true. It's true, he can.
wait a second. How'd Chalmer get past Damien?
You don't know.
Sneaky.
He's a snake.
Sneaky.
Except he's a genasi, but you know. Okay, well, let's see. When you go unconscious, it's a 1d4, right? For how many hours?
Yep.
Okay, so I will wake up in 1 hour if somebody doesn't heal me.
Yep.
I have healing.
I mean, so does the cleric, so.
Yeah, I just wanted to roll it for
For funsies.
for funsies.
Alrighty. Here's Damien, by the way.
What's up, Damien?
Okay, cool. So, Damien's in the initiative order. When does he go? He actually goes pretty soon here. Okay, there he is. Oops. There he is. Okay. Do you just go grab him, Akashi? Is that basically what happens?
Going to get
Damien? Because,
Yeah,
I mean, the temple is far enough away from the village. It's not like he's right there.
Oh, for some reason, I thought he was like just outside the exit.
No.
Okay, so there's a chance that he actually didn't see Chalmer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You
Then
call
I'll
out to him as soon as you leave the thingy.
Yeah, as soon as I leave the.
Do you just say you take the rest of your turn to, like, make sure he's coming, sort of a thing?
Well, yeah. Basically, that I make sure I find him and get to him.
Yep. Sounds good. All right. Oh, I wonder. I wonder.
I find it just a little bit ironic that Meira was concerned for Akashi's sake, so she ran in to go save him. Then Akashi comes around and is like, "Oh crap!" and like it's just funny because usually it's Meira saving Akashi's butt.
Meira actually, like, she's had a couple cool moments, but for the most part, she's been pretty incompetent, and I'm really disappointed in that because she has a really good build.
She does, yeah.
Like, with all the rogue stuff and whatnot, plus the fighter stuff, like, she should be
just
really
bad.
cool in combat.
It's just unfortunate circumstances. And it's
that she got one-shotted by a freaking con save
Mm-hmm.
that she had advantage on, technically.
All right, so Damien takes his whole turn to get to Meira. And then this Sword Wraith commander is going to attack you.
I don't care. That's the one that has non-magical damage. Ooh. I think 2 still hit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then the 6
3.
also does necrotic.
Oh, the 6 is necrotic?
No, the 6 also does some necrotic as well.
Okay, so wait, the 13 and the 16 go down to 9.
13 and 6, but yeah.
Huh?
You mean 13 and 6?
That's what I said, wasn't it?
You said 16.
Oh. So that goes down to 9.
Yep.
And then minus 13. I'm losing a lot of hit points now, but I luckily have a lot of hit points.
Okie dokie. Banshee turn.
Oh, good. Wait, okay. No, it's very important. Where exactly does the silence end?
Well, it was centered on where Meira was. So yeah, I mean, it's still a while. It's still an extra 90 or so feet beyond the entrance.
Okay, wait. I think my audio just got really wonky because you sounded very staticky there for a second. Give me a second.
It's
My
like
audio interface.
It's like 90 feet beyond the entrance. It's
I heard
silent.
you. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I'm gonna reset my audio interface. Okay, it sounds better now. It just got very staticky.
Yeah.
I was trying. Yeah, I heard 90 feet past the. So it's 90 feet outside.
Past the entrance. Yep. So still a ways to go. You're really quiet now for some reason.
You want to check Zoom to make sure it didn't change the input? We can't even hear you.
Seth has figured it out.
Doo-doo-doo.
Nope.
I felt that noise, Seth.
Okay, I forgot that there's a little button I have to press on the audio interface to turn the microphone back on.
Oh, the
There you
fan power. Yeah.
Okay, make 3 wisdom saves. These banshees are just gonna do a gaze at you.
Wait, it says each non-undead creature within 60 feet, the banshee. Oh, that the banshee can see.
Yep.
That can.
No,
wait,
that can see her. I mean, D&D doesn't.
I'm not looking their direction though.
D&D doesn't care about that.
What do I have to do?
3 wisdom saves.
Against being frightened.
Isn't Meira impervious to fear or something?
That's what I was wondering.
She might be.
I don't know if I have anything specifically for that, but she has shown resilience to fear. I'm not seeing anything in my stuff. So, but I do have. Does this count as a spell saving throw?
No.
Okay, here's my question. I have the Scarab of Protection that has 12 charges against necrotic spells and harmful effects from undead. What does that mean exactly?
That is this. Yep.
But does it mean if I fail it, I can just use that instead, or?
Let's look.
That's what I'm wondering.
What does it say again?
It is a Scarab of Protection, and I have written down 12 charges against necrotic spells and harmful effects from undead.
If you fail a saving throw against a necromancy spell or a harmful effect originating from an undead creature, you can use your reaction to expend 1 charge and turn the failed save into a successful one.
So I only will save against one of them.
Yes, because you only have 1 reaction.
I might be screwed. Okay, so what is it? 3 wisdom saves?
Yep.
Guys, I have a 0 in wisdom. I'm in trouble. But it's not a spell. And it's not a spell save.
It's not a spell save, but your scarab does count because it's affected by an undead. Yeah.
But the scarab will only count once. That's the problem.
Exactly, because you only have one reaction.
Oh, didn't need it.
Nice.
Oh wait, the 13 is a pass.
13
though,
is
right?
13 is the exact save. Yep. Cool. All right, Adelene, it's you.
I am going to just book it out of there. So run 60 feet. And 60 feet is still not enough to get past out of the silence?
Nope.
Okay. And I'll take one attack of opportunity from the one thingy.
Mm-hmm.
And it hits.
I think the Banshees, also get attacks, but it's going to be like 3/4 cover you have.
Oh, those two right there?
Yeah, the two that are right next to the...
Okay. Kind of 3/4 cover gives what?
I'm looking that up right now. +5 bonus to AC. So
okay, so you got to do a 24.
Yep. Nope.
They miss. Okay, but the longsword does hit.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the one that I'm okay with, more okay with hitting me. So 3 damage.
Cool. All right, it's Chalmers' turn.
Hey, wait. Oh wait, yeah. So where am I now?
You're basically right outside the entrance with Damien, Meira, and Akashi. Well, Akashi's I guess still in the village.
Am I and I'm still in the silence?
Yes.
Okay.
You're 30 feet away from the end of the silence.
Good. That means I can move 30 feet and 7th level fireball.
Mm-hmm.
Just kill everything. 7th level fireball when you need to make sure things are extra dead.
Mm-hmm. So Chalmers gonna do a thing.
I don't know if it's gonna be overkill, but I think we need some overkill right now.
Is he gonna try to dispel the silence?
Actually, something happened in between. I keep forgetting the turn on this. Let's see. Rune of Fear. Because the effect happens on the initiative of 10, which you already passed. Example, complex traps. Here we go. So this one also gets worse. No, he wasn't in the smashy once when it went off. He's just in the Rune of Fear part of it. Okay, Rune of Fear, and then it gets worse. Here we go.
I might start with a 6th level fireball. That way I have a 7th level for backup.
23. Okay. Haha. Suck it, Chalmer.
Yeah. Words I love to hear.
Especially from the DM.
Yes.
So he becomes frightened by the rune and must immediately use his reaction to move its speed in the direction of the pillars.
Smashy pillars?
Yeah, exactly.
I really hope Chalmer just straight up dies here.
Me too.
Can I just get a sound bite of Caleb?
Can we please get can we please just get an end cut scene of Chalmer dying and going up to the plane?
Oh yes. Oh, definitely. So what happens here is there are two of the zombie boys were following him so we get this scene, right? He went into this whole corridor thing. He went to the crypt, and then these two zombie things followed him into the room, and then he gets hit by the fear effect, and then runs away back through the pillars and into the corridor with the blades, and they get attacks of opportunity on him.
Yay!
So, yeah, this
go zombie chads.
Well, guys, we may not have directly been, the reason Chalmer dies, but that's still okay.
I'm okay
excuse
with that.
me, silence.
I mean, yes.
I feel so sorry. Emily's missing this joyous occasion.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Finish the year off strong.
I mean, there's still a
trainer.
good chance he could die or he could live, but
Yeah, he has a
Charmer
way of
does
doing
that.
Yeah, but
All right,
you know,
it is Charmer's turn now, though.
I choose to hope.
Well, actually, wait a second. No, this happened before, and so the blades happen again. Dang. So he's like right in the middle of it.
It's like the gift that keeps on
I
giving.
know, seriously. Okay.
Wait, did the
Wait, did
pillars
the
get him
zombies?
too? I'm confused.
Did the zombies?
No, because the pillars go. All these traps go on specific initiative orders,
times.
unless you're the one who activates them. So he was never in the pillar part of it when it went. So, so this is gonna be the attack for the blades. They hit him.
My goodness.
Taking a long time to roll this dice.
Nice.
It's a lot of dice, so.
Okay, he's still not dead.
Oh, come on!
Gosh.
Not dead yet.
And honestly, I feel like Chalmer is gonna use the better part of Valor here and dimension door away.
He can't do that. That's a verbal thing, isn't it?
Yep.
You're right.
It's verbal. There's a reason I couldn't do it.
All right, he's definitely not staying. Well, okay. Let's think this through.
He's gonna die. It's gonna be wonderful. He's gonna.
So does Chalmer run back into the
Well,
room
see,
that
that's
has big
what I
scary
wonder,
robot?
though. This is what I wonder though, because what if we decide to go back inside and then we see this Shinasi? We don't know he's evil. What if we want to help him?
All right, he's gonna make a roll here.
Depends on how generous.
Does the verdict
feeling.
care?
He could have valuable information as
He was sneaking in.
Okay, so this is what we see, guys. We get this.
but he didn't.
We've gotten this whole sequence, right? And then we're focusing on Chalmer right now. And Chalmer, like, he gets hit by this next blade and then crumples to the corridor. And he's like bleeding and like, oh, like this is so bad. And he's like screams, but no sound comes out. And then we see like time sort of slow, and you know the same sort of thing that happens when like you're in the orb or something, you know, other like sort of kind of weird spiritual connection thing happening, right? Where like time slows and you can talk to someone. And we see Balam. Right? We see this tabaxi demon thing appear next to him, and like as the blades are like in slow motion going across the corridor, and Balam steps up to one of the blades and then like puts a finger across it and says, still dusty. And he looks
I'm
down.
assuming this is happening mentally.
This is happening mentally, so yeah, exactly. So he looks down at Chalmer and he says, "You have been a miserable failure." And Chalmer, he shakes his head and he says, no, I can still do it. I promise. I can still bring him back. And Balam shakes his head and says, no, I don't think so. Not this time. But you can give me one last gift, Chalmer. And then he steps over to the guy and then takes out like his claws, right? And then just like slowly, and Chalmer can't move, right? And then Balam slowly rakes his claws down his face, and he's like like through his eyes, and we see his like one eye pop or whatever, right? It's very visceral and gross. And once it's done, Chalmer's just like, you know, like his face being rended in two, sort of a thing. And then Balam leans in really closely and he says, I do have to thank you, though, for showing me how this can be done. And Balam reaches to Chalmer's like arm and takes off this like bracelet that he's wearing. And we recognize the material of this bracelet. It's like the same bone stuff that he's been using to control things. Right, so the same bone material that he made the fire masks out of for the undead, the same one, the ring, all that stuff. Balam takes it off, and and then kind of holds it in his like a firm grasp, and then looks back down at Chalmer and then says, "Thank you, Chalmer. Goodbye." And then we just cut away, and we just hear a scream, and then that's where we cut from that whole thing.
A scream that so we hear a silent scream.
No, we hear a scream, but it's again, this is all mental.
Yeah,
right?
mental scream.
Exactly.
So
it cuts to dark, and there's just scream.
Exactly.
Well, right. So he starts to scream, like we hear it, and then it just cuts to silence as like it goes back to normal.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
So,
So let's do this actually before we continue with the turn order. Let's take a break on that like cliffhanger note, right? And then we'll come back and we'll figure out the rest of this stuff.
So wait. So
yeah,
is Chalmer dead? Do we know?
You don't know. He cut away before you could see it.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back with more Terra Nullius right after this. Hope everybody's having a good New Year. Stick around.